So, good afternoon. Welcome to the next video on the voice stream Teams direct routing service for Microsoft Teams. Today we're just going to quickly demonstrate how you set up call groups and auto attendants within the Teams admin portal. So if you viewed the first video on how you order Teams direct routing with Stream Networks and via our Cascade portal and how you initially set it up, you would have seen once you place the order that within the voice section of Microsoft Teams Admin Center you've got this phone number section, and previously you could see we had these numbers 953678, all these numbers, and you can see that available usages here, and these were all available to be used on a user basis. So for example, for my own Teams client for colleagues, so it's on a user basis, and you can see we've assigned some of these numbers here to users in our Active Directory. But now you can see we've got a couple more numbers, and these are assigned or available usage as a voice app usage, and you need a number for a call queue or a call group or an auto attendant. So you need one number for call group and auto attendants. If we just dive back into the Stream Networks portal within the Teams direct routing order process here, you can see we've got the top option here is the vStream Teams direct routing. That's a user license, and then we've got the vStream Teams direct routing trunking user. So you need a trunking user license per call group per auto attendant. So any of those sort of group features that you do need to use order a trunking user. So just go back. You also need to ensure that you have an Office 365 phone system license assigned to a call group or what we're actually called a resource group. So depending on who you're buying your Office 365 licenses from, if it's someone like Geocom, you obviously need to go on the Geocom portal, you need to buy a phone system license, and you need to allocate it to a resource group. Okay, so these are the phone number section here. We can edit these phone numbers through this section and allocate them to a resource group. But first of all, or you can do it obviously via one of these options down here, the auto attendant. So first of all, we're going to create resource groups so we can allocate a number to a resource group. So you can see here I've created 2 resource accounts already. If we click on the stream main one, so this is just a resource account, and I'm going to select the account type. If I create a new one, if I add a new one here, so display name, let's say it's operations, username ops at Stream Networks, and we can set this resource account type as a call queue or an auto attendant. So a call queue is a call group. So for example, if you've got a sales team, you want all of the sales users in that call queue or call group, and obviously an auto attendant is where we're playing an auto attendant message. Please press 1 for sales, press 2 for support, 3 for accounts, etc. So you can see here I've got discard the changes here. I've got 2 resource groups. One is a sales call group I've got users allocated to, and I'll go through in the call queue section in a minute. And this is my let's just go and edit on this one. You can see this is resource account on sales is a call queue, and I've got my main number I'm going to use for auto attendant. So first of all, you need to set your resource accounts up, and you need to make sure you've got a phone system license assigned via Office 365 for that resource group. If you want to know about what license you need to get Microsoft Teams Direct Routing working and all the cool functionality, we do have a blog on our website here. You can find it at the bottom of our main website in recent post section. What Office 365 licenses do I need for Teams Direct Routing? So it does explain what you need there. So just back to resource account. So now I want to set up a call queue because I want to add certain individuals or people into that call group. So you simply just add a call group here. I will cancel that because I'll show you the existing one we've got set up. So you can see we've given it a name, my sales call queue or my sales call group. And then I need to add a resource account. So the resource account is the telephone number. So I've added my resource account of sales, and obviously that applies my phone system license. Click on next. So you could play a greeting on this call queue and play hold music. So we actually do have a hold music WAV file somewhere. I haven't applied it to this yet, but if someone in the sales call group puts someone on hold in Teams, you can play an audio file by clicking that, or just play the default music. If I click on next, so I want to add people into this call group. So you just simply add users and you search through your user list in Office 365, your Active Directory, to add those users into that call group. So you can see here I've added myself and Carl into this call group. Click next. I'm going to use attendant routing, and if you click on the eye here, it does explain the different types of routing. So attendant routing, from what I can understand, is like a broadcast group. You've got serial routing, round robin, etc. And it says you've got options like call agents got opt out of taking calls, etc. So just click next. Maximum calls in the queue 50. When the maximum numbers of calls is reached, disconnect, or we can redirect to a person in the organisation or a voice app resource accounts. But I'm going to just disconnect, and then I'm going to click, or I can redirect this to Matt. There we go, and click next. Call handling time. So if the call isn't answered, please disconnect or redirected depending on what you select. Redirect this call to app or another person, and then literally submit. And that was our call queue or call group successfully set up. Now if we go to auto attendance, click on auto attendance. Here we've got our auto attendant. Literally it's very point and click, so if we click add, we can create a new one. I'm not going to do this now, I'll just show you our existing one. So if we click on the main auto attendant, you can see that we've got a number assigned to the main auto attendant because this is assigned to a resource group. We can see that the operator is a voice app, which is stream main. We go next. Call flow. So here I'm going to play my auto attendant message that says press 1 for support, 2 for sales, 3 for accounts, etc. And then we're going to put our options in here. So I'm actually going to change 2 to a voice app. And I'll put that to the sales resource group, and I'll change that to a person, and I'll put that as myself. Okay, so we'll make a call in a minute, but when 2 is pressed on this auto attendant, you should see that everyone in that call queue we've just set up will get the They're cool. Click on next. We've got our business hours. So these are business hours that are set for our default business hours. Click next. I can put some holiday call settings. So add something if we're on, on New Year's Day or Christmas Day. Set up separate call routing. Just click next. Resource accounts. So I've already added this resource account, so that's the number that's going to be attributed to this auto attendant, and click submit. Okay, so that is our auto attendant, our call queue and resource group set up. Now if I call the main auto attendant number, what it should bring up is it should see a Teams client.
Welcome to Stream Networks. Kindly note, our calls are recorded for quality and training purposes. To help us direct your call, please choose one of the following options. For support, press 1. For sales, press 2.
Okay, I've pressed the number for the sales, and you can see now the sales group is calling, and the Teams, and actually it was answered by my colleague Carl. Okay, thank you very much for watching the demo. If you require any further information on the Stream Teams Direct Routing service or any help with Teams Direct Routing, please contact us on the normal number 01635 884 170.